But I'm gonna do more to demonstrate to you that nothing happens. I only buy one brand, and that is the company that invented it, because everything here is perfectly smooth. There's nothing scraping your dog, right? That's one. Why was it invented in the first place? Because people use the metal version of this, the choke chains, and actually damage tracheas. So Hermsprenger came up.
Did y'all catch that? He's pretending as if the metal version of this pinch collar is the real problem because I damaged tracheas, but this one does not. I'm sorry. No, homie. No. They all damage tracheas. There is no version of this that doesn't damage the trachea. Just because one is plastic and the other one is metal, you think that's going to make all the difference? Because it doesn't. Okay? All pinch collars do is they pinch the dog's neck, and they can, over time, they can create a lot of damage to the dog's neck, like any other tool, like the pinch, or the choke chain. Slip leads, overuse of slip leads will also do the same thing. I don't tend to use slip leads unless I am working in a facility where I am simply just moving the dog from the kennel to the yard, but I don't typically walk dogs on slip leads and things like that. So yeah, over time, all these tools can really do a lot of damage, and it doesn't matter if it's plastic or metal.
With this, I've used collars like this for 40 years, and not once have I injured a dog. And in 40 years, that's...
So what that tells me too is this guy is not willing to progress in his training. If he's used the same tool for 40 years, there's been so many other tools that have been invented, and this guy's used the same tool for 40 years. People like this drive me nuts, right? Because they're never learning anything different, and they claim that they're an expert. Someone who is an expert doesn't work in the same industry for 40 years and stops learning, right? Experts will always be learning. There's always room for growth.
Thousands of dogs. It is almost impossible, unless you helicopter that dog, it is almost impossible to injure a dog with this. Because it's not designed to go in, it's designed to pinch. And it distributes that evenly around the neck. And unlike a choke chain or even a slip lead, the chain stops here. It can't go further than this. So this is the only travel that it has. And to demonstrate it, now on a dog, I would probably do this. This is one of the firmest.
Okay. So what he's demonstrating right now on his forearm is a leash pop. So this goes back to what I was saying a moment ago, right? This guy has not done any new research in 40 years. That means that his information is extremely outdated, okay? Most trainers do not do leash pops anymore, okay? Most professional trainers that actually study dog psychology, I'll say, right? Most of us do not do leash pops anymore. And the reason why is because we've discovered through studying dog psychology that it's not really effective. And what's more effective is giving the dog some guidance and some leadership. So what he's going to argue is if a dog is stepping out of line or isn't listening or is misbehaving, we do a leash pop, okay? And what that does is it refocuses the dog and it gets his attention. It also teaches him not to do that thing. And then we teach him what to do, okay? But what positive reinforcement dog trainers have discovered is that we don't really need the leash pop. We could just teach him what to do. In fact, we could teach him what to do, and then we could teach him what to do again and give him even more of a reward. And the higher the reward, the more likely it is for the dog to do that thing in the future. So we really don't need that leash pop at all.
Will get, right? But I'm gonna do more to demonstrate to you that nothing happens. I'm quite happy to put it around my neck too for somebody to do it, right? Okay. Because I'm confident that it's not gonna injure the dog. Oh, you wanna try? Yeah, sure. It's not that bad, right? So it looks worse than it is, right? And they have this nifty plate here in the center where you see the change direction. That is the part that goes over the trachea. That plate is there to protect it.
Okay. So this guy spent a lot of time talking about how it doesn't damage any dogs and that that's a myth and yada yada. As much as I appreciate his effort, it's just not accurate. And also it's just not a good tool anymore. Many dog trainers are not using these tools anymore. Um, when I worked as a lead dog trainer for a company in Los Angeles, we actually didn't sell them anymore because not because we were like taking a stance, but like no one was buying them because they're extremely outdated. And so, yeah, anybody who's still using them clearly has been doing it for 40 years and thinks that he doesn't need to learn anything new because he's been doing it for 40 years. That's the attitude that these types of trainers, these balance trainers, are giving. Um, in terms of what type of tools that I would use instead, probably anything else. Okay, maybe not like an e-collar, but honestly, like I like harnesses. This guy would probably tell me he hates harnesses. I also like gentle leaders. I think certain types of flat collars are actually better. There's some, if you get like those like really big flat collars for bigger breeds, those are actually okay. It's just that the thing is you have to train the dog not to pull. Any type of tool that you put around your dog's neck, and if your dog still pulls, guess what? It's going to do a lot of damage to the trachea. So you have to train your dog not to pull on any tool that you use. That's the most important thing. Okay? Thank you guys for listening. I hope you get a lot out of these videos. I'll see you next time.